Okay.
Alright, so we're about to finish this second set of knots on the front side. Oh, FYI, you might want to make sure you get a crochet hook that doesn't rust or anything like that, because you'll find you'll be hitting it in your mouth a lot. Or should I do?
Do they make crochet hooks that do rust?
Oh, do they? I only bought a couple.
I can barely understand you that in your mouth, by the way.
Oh. Alright, that's all my knots. I just wound it back up again so I had some, so it wasn't flopping all over the place. Down here for a second. Okay, so here it is. It's probably got some threads at the back. They're empty, or they're loose, sorry, not empty. So you want to trim these off. I like to trim pretty close. If you have a nice overlap, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. They shouldn't unravel. The good thing about using yarn instead of thread is that the yarn has a tendency for its fibers to interlock after they've been together for a while, so that's nice. Okay. And so now I like to fold it over, and so get my knots aligned, same thing, so I can get all my ends the same length. Now you need at least ends that are at least an inch long. Any shorter than that, you risk your knots unraveling, and then once it starts to unravel, then it's pretty much history. So I'm trying to comb all these out. I can cut them all the same length. I always like to cut a little bit longer than I want it, probably, just in case I come up short or crooked or something. And so double check your knots, make sure they're same length, both sides. I don't know. How much do you think's good?
I don't know. No opinion.
You can get really, you measure a lot, but you eyeball it. There's so many that usually, unless it's really crooked, you won't notice. It's a little off.
I noticed on other projects you missed occasional strings.
I correct those, though.
Usually.
Once again, a lot of exercise. Sometimes you can even make these into little pom-poms if you like. You take a central string and tie it around if you want to do that. So it's something to do with these, but I don't have a string right now that I could do that with, but you could. But anyway. Alright, so my bag of all my end threads usually. Lots of them.
I guess we can make a stuffed animal song. Look at all that stuff on the floor. Oh my goodness.
I know. It gets everywhere.
They're making tut-tut sounds at you.
I noticed. Then just double check and make sure I got all of them pretty much the same length. Remember, you can always trim them up a little bit more if you cut them a little on the long side. You can always, I guess, iron it to get these wrinkles out, because this is the end that was wrapped up, so they're a little squirrely.
It's all wobbly.
But I'm just making sure I didn't miss any. And that is that. Ta-da!
Put it on. A fancy schmancy.
And that is how I weave things.
Alright. The end.